the video I'm about to upload, I did not have any headphones. Starting to see a lot of words on the screen, but today I'm here to do some explaining stuff like that. So the stuff we'll be discussing in this video is about guilds, kind of like guilds, the multiverse, the legendary multiverse. There's a bunch of stuff we're gonna be talking about. One of the things we're gonna be most focused on, though, is the guilds and the legendary multiverses, because those two have really how would you say it? They have really tight connections, I guess you could say. So like, how do I explain this? Yeah, jeez, I don't know how to explain this. Okay, yeah, so, basically, if we hop over into some single player, see we have the legendary multiverse. Now, each character, including DLC, have their own legendary multiverse. Now, it's recommended that you have a level 30 for the character before you actually do these multiverses. But I'm gonna be completely honest, you're probably gonna reach level 30 before you get all the stuff you need done. Here's why. Like you see, if you guys missed my one video, you guys know that I have level 30 with Red Hood. So that's pretty good. But the thing is, whenever you get into a multiverse, what they're gonna want you to do, I'm pretty sure just for your for the first task, you're gonna need 1,000,000 regular credits. I only have like 1/10 of that. Then depending on if your character is a villain or hero, you're gonna need to defeat 200 of the opposite of what they are. Not to mention, I'm not sure if it's with every planet, but as you can see, like with Red Hood, it says complete survivor event with Red Hood. Now what the survivor event is, I really don't know. Then they're gonna want you to complete some meta challenges with the character, then some super move finishes. Now this is just to get your first legendary multiverse task. Then you can move on to your second one. It's gonna want you to do about 3 million damage. Then it's gonna want you to it does this for a lot of multiverses. It's gonna want you to use a final attack, a certain attack, as the final hit enough times. Now here is where the guild starts to come in. They're gonna want you to open guild mother boxes. You can buy bronze, gold, silver. You cannot get platinum or diamond. You have to earn those. Now, usually a lot of the time, you'll just earn them from being a guild leader. Because you see what happens is, your guild members will log on, they'll hop into the guild multiverse, right? And then they will do some tasks. Then when you get on, you should like get some stuff like a bunch of boxes, guild credits, and basically in the guild multiverse, you're kind of competing as a team. Then it's gonna want you to do some environmental interactions. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is with every character. I'm just trying to do Red Hood as an example. Then you're gonna have to complete the task beforehand. Then you move on to what should be your first boss. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to sacrifice 250 pieces of rare or better gear for that character. Then you're gonna want to complete sidekick events with your character. Then, once again, you have to use a certain attack as the final hit. Now, most should be pretty easy. Like Dark Sides is like a Doom Stomp. The thing is, like I said, this is an example. Red Hood, Air Vendetta Slam, you actually have to be in the air, because you have to grab the enemy while they're in the air. Then you have to get match victories. Just let me be... Oh, wait, my bad. 1,000 match victories. And your task beforehand has to be completed. Then, you should move on to what should be a stage with just one enemy. Now, here's where another guild thing comes in. It's 50,000 guild credits per attempt, and your boss battle must be completed. Then, after you do all of that, no, actually, but you won't be able to move on to this, because there's, like, one more thing you gotta do about, no, two. First, you have to contribute 100 regeneration tokens. Usually, if you keep on playing Battle Simulator over and over, every time the rewards can change a little bit. Now, like, usually doing the 5 one isn't really good, but the thing is, you get done with it quicker, so your rewards will change quicker. Now, like, say I was doing the 28 one, like, let's say I was getting 2 bronze boxes, then when I beat it, I get 2 silver boxes. Now it's gonna take forever. So that's why I recommend doing the 5. Now you have to complete the Master Battle Simulator event with whatever character on very hard, as well as your first boss battle. Now, before we go see what that is, you only get 1 piece of legendary gear, just to be clear. Now, that really sucks, because, let's be honest here, you should be able to get 1 piece of legendary gear for every slot on your character. Because the crap you have to go through to get here is absolutely awful. Like, I have had this game for, like, 3 years, so I don't have a piece of legendary gear. Now let's go see the Master Battle Simulator. Now you can see you have the Novice Battle Simulator, Advanced Battle Simulator, and then the Master Battle Simulator. That is not this one. Now that means you have to defeat 12 enemies. You have to defeat 12 enemies on very hard with whatever character you're trying to unlock.
Red Hood.
Now, like, let's just do a test drive and see what happens here. By the way, just a heads up, the bigger characters always do more damage. I'm talking people like Bane, Atrocitus, Gorilla Grodd. Especially Bane, he will block your attacks quite a lot. Now, I am a little bad, so this won't be a very good test drive.
Same team, Dinah.
I fight crime, not commit it.
If I killed Superman, you'd thank me.
Begin.
So now you can see, oh yeah, I'm doing a bunch of damage. But then when they start to hit you with those combos, that's where you're gonna start getting worried. That's why it's that's why it's kinda good to have like level 30 characters, because you can see she's doing a lot of damage. But if I had a lower level character like 10, 15, 20, she would be whooping me 6 ways to Sunday or something. And once you start to actually get into the simulator, the amount of blocking they do is just insane. Now, like, if you guys do what I said in my last video and you do your character training, you can learn some combos. Because actually, I don't know if I said that in my last video that I made, but if you learn some combos, they can do really good. Now, it's not really a big combo, but what I like to do with Red Hood is when I activate the guns, I like to do XX triangle. Because in my opinion, that's a decent combo. Now, another thing you want to pay attention to is there's meter burn attacks, where if you press R2 or what RT I think it is on Xbox, usually whenever you're doing an attack, you can make that attack better. Like, if you guys saw when I did the Gotham Stars, you probably saw that there were like white particles around my character. And basically what that simplifies is that I did a meter burn. But, as you can probably tell by the name, it will take away 1 bar of your super meter, which really, really sucks. But like I said, you only get 1 piece of legendary gear for doing all of this, which is why I recommend, now, if we go over to training, let's see, learn. First, you have all the basic moves. Now, the basic moves are really just if you're new. So, if you've been playing for a while now, you can skip that. If you come over to advanced mechanics, it teaches you advanced mechanics. There's no other way to put it. Now, combat strategy, it kind of teaches you, sort of, I would say like heavy hitter combat or something like that. Like, it'll teach you some combat strategy, pressure, neutral, safe versus unsafe attacks, knockdown and wake up, meter management, expert combat challenges, and zoning. Now, like I was talking about, go over to characters. Each character has their own training. Now, like, let's say we, let me try to find someone for an example here. Let's say I did, okay, you know what, let's say I did Red Hood. Let's just load in. Try to do this training real quick. Now, it'll take it. Each one will teach you some basics, you know. Now, like, here's what I was talking about earlier. Hold on. Might just. You see the white particles? He started throwing much more. Sometimes it can mess up and you'll do other attacks though. Now this is one of my personal favorites. Teaches you like okay, if we go to our menu, you'll see we have a lot of basic attacks. Then you have combo attacks. Which by the way, it'll kind of do it'll do death in the family, I'm pretty sure. Then you have your special moves. This is basically the moves it shows you when you're in the pause menu. It doesn't tell you exactly all of them in the actual menu, so you'll have to go here. Then if you go over to your character power, there's electric hammers, which that is the circle ability, where he has electric guns. Then you can do circle, this, double hammers, hammer fury, this is the XX triangle I told you about. Then you got a low shot. Then you have some cracking skulls, hammer slam, double hammers, hammer fury, and low brain buster. Yeah, brain buster. Then you got battle chain, hammer slam, double hammers, hammer fury, switch and shoot. This is kind of a hardish one for me to know. And then you got the meter burn, which is R2. Whenever you're doing some attacks. Bullet barrage, circle, X, XX, XX triangle, and then XX triangle R2. But now let's just finish this tutorial to kind of show you guys. And that's all it teaches you about Red Hood, but obviously there's a bunch more combos. But yeah, so basically every character has their own training. And if you start at 1, then it'll go through all of them until you're done. Now here's another thing we're going to talk about. As you guys know, I already said you cannot buy diamond or the platinum ones. You cannot buy the diamond or Jesus Christ. You have to earn them from the multiverse or your legendary multiverse. And then you'll it gives you better gear and more gear at the same time. Now, I just figured, as of now, instead of just posting my last video, I'm just gonna put it in this video. And the reason I'm saying video is because, in case you guys haven't seen the quick channel message video I posted, I'm just using streams now because I can make longer videos. Now, if you look in the bottom left there, you can see we have 4 different currencies. The first one is the most common, credits, which you can use to, which you get after selling gear from the multiverse, from a bunch of stuff. What you use them for is to, get mother boxes, and some multiverse events and legendary multiverse events require credits to be played. Then, the purple currency, or we'll refer to Brainiac currency, is guild credits. Now, I'm not sure if you have to, like, be the owner, but all I know is that you have to be in a guild to collect these. And you, like we saw in the legendary multiverse, you can use them per 50,000 per attempt at a boss battle, or you can get the guild boxes, which will also help you get into a thing, because you have to open like 150 bronze guild boxes specifically. Then, our green currency is regenerating currency. So, like, I don't have anything to show you guys, but, say, I had one of those items. I would just go up to a cosmetic I don't like, I would choose it, and it would regenerate it. But here's the thing. The stats will be random, but you can pick your original gear or your new gear. Your original gear will be on the left, and the regen will be on the right. Now we have transformations. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I'm pretty sure I tested this with Robin a few times. I think all this does is it keeps the stats, but just makes your cosmetic look different. Now, before we into the details, the final in yellow currency are source crystals. Now, if you don't have the infinite transformations add-on, you'll need source crystals for these. But besides the transformations, source crystals are basically just used to unlock most of the cosmetics in the game. Like, I'm talking basically shaders and the premier skins, and like and something else that I'll get to in a second. Like hold on. If I go to the PlayStation Store real quick, it has to load though. So if I just go to the PlayStation Store, you can see there's like a bunch of stuff. Obviously there's Fighter Pack 1, which is on sale right now, by the way, so if you want it, go get it. Then there's Infinite Transformations. Then there's the Ultimate Pack. Now this shows you some of the premier skins, but also, oh god, you get a lot more stuff. Like, if you look at the description, upgrade to the Injustice 2 Ultimate Edition, and unlock the following additional content. Fighter Pack 1, access to 3 playable characters, Red Hood, Starfire, and Sub-Zero. God's Shader Pack, Power Girl, Premier Skin Fighter Pack 2, access to 3 playable characters, Black Manta, Raiden, and Hellboy. Reverse Flash Premier Skin, Fighter Pack 3. Early access to unreleased characters. Adam, Enchantress, and TMNT. Team Mutant Ninja Turtles. John Stewart Green Lantern Premier Skin plus Demons Shader Pack Black Lightning Premier Skin Online. Now, this is not early access anymore. Adam, Enchantress, and TMNT are already released. I'm assuming this came out like, since I've had it for like 2-3 years, like 4 or 5 years ago maybe. Now if we look up here, we can see You can actually see you get 2 shader packs. You can see Power Girl, you can see John Stewart Green Lantern, and the Reverse Flash. Now, if you do not have Ultimate Edition, it will unfortunately cost 6,000 Source Crystals, which we'll also get to how to get those in a second. Now, to this. Injustice 2 will throw sales from time to time like they're doing a Fighter Pack 1. Which is really good if you already have 2 of the characters and you're missing 1. Because I was also seeing that in one of the Fighter Packs, I had 2 characters and only needed 1, but it's still $20. So that's another thing we're going to talk about. TMNT costs $10 for some reason because there's 4 of them, but I'm not sure that. I think, believe it or not, the turtle might be random every time. But yeah, that's $10. But here's where the part when I was talking about the fighter packs come in. Each character alone should be about $6 US. Now, Brainiac, I would not recommend buying, because if you just complete the story mode, you will get him for free. But all the other characters you have to buy. Now, talking about how to get source crystals. Oh my god, hold on guys, I need a drink. All this talking, I have such a dry throat. Anyways, back to what I was saying. There are 2 ways to get source crystals. Yes, source crystals. So one of the 2 ways is you can buy them. You can get 2,000 source crystals for basically $1 US. I'm not sure if it's taxed, so I really don't know. Then for 11,000 source crystals, it is $4.99 US. Now, I'm not sure if this is a sale because somehow more crystals are less than less crystals. But for 23,000 crystals, as of I know right now, cost $3.99 US. Then 50,000 source crystals, which that you could basically level up 5 characters once if you wanted to, which is something else we're gonna get to. It's $20 US. Like I said, I don't know if there's tax. 150,000 source crystals is $50 US. Like, I would not recommend getting either of these 2, cause basically you could just get like you could get like 99,000 source crystals for like $12 US, possibly plus tax. 89, 69. I keep on losing track. But then we have 325,000 source crystals, which is basically the mother load, for $100 US. I would never recommend getting this one, cause obviously Fortnite's so expensive, but geez, I'm pretty sure even 13,000 V-Bucks is less than this. Not to mention, you could could possibly blow through all of these crystals, possibly within a week, by leveling up a bunch of characters if they're not already level 30. Now we're gonna talk about a specific, I think it's Premier skin. So if we just go on down to Cyborg, and then we go to his shader, you can see that there is grid, but you cannot buy him. What you have to do, I'm not sure if this works with an Android, because I tried this myself and it said, like, apparently I think it doesn't work on Android or something, but you have to link mobile in an extras menu. So I'm pretty sure that means you need to get Injustice 2 on your cellular device, and then I don't know what to do from there. But this is kind of just Cyborg, but half robot and half robot, you know. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'm keeping this open. 1 second, guys. Next thing we're gonna talk about. Oh no, we're still talking about how to get source crystals. Another way to get source crystals is leveling up. Not leveling up your characters, leveling up your account level. Every time you level up your actual account, you'll get 150 source crystals, which is not that good. So if you're trying to grind to get that 6,000 source crystal Premier skin you really want, you're probably just gonna have to buy it, but I hate to break it to you. Alright, now, leveling up. Characters. And account. So, if we come around over here, you can see that, lots of my characters have high, low levels. But then, if you look at the bottom of your character menu, you'll see level up to level 20, or if they're past that level, level up to level 30. It's 10,000 source crystals to do so. Now, basically, you could probably use like $5-6 US and probably get yourself a free level up, to be honest. Wasn't that fun? But the other way to level up, now this is how you level up your account and your characters. Now I'm gonna do a quick fight to kind of explain this real quick.
Dr. Fate.
I'm gonna put it on very
Fighters
easy
approaching the
just so this
Batcave.
gets over quick.
Begin.
A perfect day for bashing brains!
You cannot be redeemed.
Have a little faith, will ya?
Alrighty.
Harley Quinn wins.
Now that that is over with, as our match performance pops up, you can see that we have some match rewards, which is like basically just credits, but then you also get XP. Now, I'm not sure if it does this with every character because it doesn't do it for me, but depending on what your gear is, you can get a small gear bonus of XP. But depending on what your performance also is, you will get a certain amount of XP. Like, the moves that I just did, I just got 339 XP for Harley Quinn. Now, like, I'm not sure how much XP you can actually get. The highest I've ever gotten is, like, between 300 and 900 XP for performance. Now, usually if you do a very hard with a higher level character as your enemy, you can probably keep the fight on for longer, keep on doing new attacks and more attacks, and possibly get a higher performance grade. Oh, it's not actually much, but if you complete a battle on a harder difficulty, it gives you so tiny XP, like 6 XP, believe it or not. And that's really it for XP, I believe. If it isn't, then I'll come back to it in a second. Now we're gonna talk about customizing our characters. Now let me use Batman as an example here. Like, see, I have some certain stats on here. Now, what you want to pay attention to whenever you're changing gear, pay attention to what the stats are going to be changed to. Like, say you need, like, actually need a lot of specific stats for a certain 1 out of 4 of strength, ability, defense, or health. But you also need some of each. For me, it's really hard. But try to find a piece of gear that has a certain level in every category, but try to make sure it has the most in the category you really need to work on. Like, look, okay, here, look, this, it's all zeros. Now, if I change to this one, or any other one, probably above 1, it's most likely gonna be much better. Now, another thing you're gonna want to pay attention to, this is especially important in the multiverse, which is something else we're gonna get into in a second. You're gonna want to pay attention to what numbers are under your categories. But then if you load into a fight and they have like way more than you, I recommend you get a stronger character. Another thing you want to bring to mind when customizing is if you look under my item, you can see some cosmetics are part of a set. And if you get enough of each, it gives you little perks during the game. Now moving on to abilities. Usually every 5 levels you get, you can get an ability. Now, all these abilities have different effects. They can hurt you, they can help you get away, they can do anything. Like, for one example, one that hurts you, I have one as Dead Shot, where it's a rocket jump, but when I use it, depending on what difficulty, it'll do less or more damage, which is kind of annoying. But it'll get me to higher ground and possibly let me perform some combos from up high. Now, if we, you can see it says augments unlock at level 30. So, let me find one of my level 30 characters. Right here. You can see there's a bunch of augments. Now, I wouldn't really recommend you do this if you don't think it's a good idea, but this is what I did with Red Hood and Raiden. You can go through all your augments one time, then select whichever one you think is the best, but there is a lot. And then, like, I never look at the augments ever again, cause, I mean, for me, usually depending on what character I'm using, they're probably not really gonna help me a lot, too much, I mean. So I basically just don't pay attention. Now back to talking about shaders. Let's go to a certain character for this. Let's see. So, if we come to the shaders, you can see that there's a bunch of styles. Some skins have NTH metal, some skins have premier skins, other skins don't. Most of them just have Electrum and Tournament. Now, but then for the premier skins, I mean the shaders first, we can see that it is 4,000 source crystals just to get a normal one. But then if we come down to Tournament and Electrum, it is 5,000. Same for the NTH metal. Now if you have a premier skin that you want, like Reverse Flash or J. Garrick Flash, that, if it's a premier skin, like Batman has Bruce Wayne too, that will cost you 6,000 source crystals. So like if it's a completely another character, like a completely other style, not just a shader, that would be 6,000 and not 5,000 or 4,000. And you also have multiple loadouts, so you can customize them to your heart's desire. And whenever you go into like a single fight, or you want to battle your friends, or just beat the crap out of your dad, you can select which loadout you want with, I believe, square, I think. And then you can choose which one you want. Next thing, inventory space. You guys can see I have 68 out of 70 items. Like, so, like, if I select, like if I select all of this and then I sell it, it'll give me credits. But then another thing selling is good for, when you don't have like enough space and you just got an item you really liked but it said inventory full, go over to overflow. Now if you sell an item from what your character's inventory, and there's enough space for it, you can go claim it from overflow. Or if you go to your overflow and there's like items and you're like, I don't really want it. Boom, go ahead, sell it. You can also sell in the overflow sections as well. That's why it is so nice in my opinion. But before we continue, guys, I just want to ask you one thing. I know there's not a lot of you, because obviously I'm not going to be a big channel because I'm just a kid. 11 years. But if you guys could join my guild and like help me in the guild multiverse to get boxes and credits, so that way I can do lots of stuff, actually. Lots of stuff. That would really be helpful. Like, as you guys can see, the latest someone in my guild has been on was 72 weeks ago. And 94 weeks ago was like a year, I think. But like, if you go to a guild multiverse, like I've never done one before. I was just looking at it before I started the stream. There are events you can do where I'm not sure if this is what I'm thinking it is, but you can see it says 0 guild members attacking. And it says 0 out of 20 on the map. I'm not sure if that means you can beat it 20 times or something. But they give you rewards. And like some things you also have to you have to contribute stuff as a guild. And stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not really used to this because I haven't been on. I just got on like a couple weeks ago, ever since I stopped playing this. And there's also objectives and bosses. But yeah. Now if we just skivvy on up to multiplayer, there's obviously versus. An AI battle simulator is it's different in multiplayer. You get to pick a team, then you get to battle other people's teams. In the multiverse, the battle simulator is different, but we'll get to that in a second. Tournament, battle offline using tournament settings with no progression or rewards. Pretty nice, am I right? I've never done tournament, so I'm not exactly sure how it works. I'm not sure if I already did online, so I'm gonna do it anyways. First up, we have the rooms, where if you join a room and it has people in it, if they're not already doing something and they're on, like here, let me show you guys. You challenge them to different things. Like, look, you can see they have win odds. Like, I have a 4% chance against this guy, 4 against this guy, 72 against him, 4, 67, 54. These are your win odds, by the way. Then, like, if it's red, that means... Okay, no, I don't think I will. I saw how many wins that dude had. But anyways, like I was saying, yeah, look, my win odds were 18% anyways. But, like I'm saying, like, if I go over to this guy, okay then, like, here, let me use him as an example. You can challenge him to a normal, like, game, like a single fight-ish sort of thing. There's King of the Hill, which I've personally never done. Hot Seat, which I've never done. There's Practice, which I don't know how that works on online mode. Then there's View Profile of the Hero card. I don't know what ignoring a player does. When you're in a room, any of these people can challenge you. Oh god. Next, for ranked sets, I think we all know what this is, but basically, first to 3 wins with competitive mode on wins. Then a player match, that's the versus. Basically kind of like a single fight, except the person is not an NPC, it's a real player. Private match, invite friends. Now this is equipping gear and creating loadouts for your characters, blah blah blah. You can view your global standings, and then this is your hero card. Like, if I go into a player match, there's more stuff. Versus, like I said, single fight. There's competitive versus, which, it's, your stats and gear abilities are disabled. Nice. King of the Hill, apparently it's a match of King of the Hill, which like I said, I never played. Gear and abilities, and then this one, it's the same thing, but except your gear and abilities are disabled. Now we have, for a private game, we have obviously the first 4 things, and there's Hot Seat, which, do I need to say it again? And that's online mode. Now, obviously, we have the story, which is another thing I really, really want to talk about. There are 76 fights. I've completed them all. But you see, if I go to about chapter 11, I think. Yeah, okay. So in the story, after you complete Lord of Order, you'll start to fight Brainiac. First, you'll fight him as Superman, and then Batman. Now, just keep in mind, he is very, very strong. Then, you, the choice, you have to choose who to agree with. You can either side with Batman and, try to prevent evil. Or you can go with Superman and, kill Brainiac, and I'm pretty sure he turns Batman into a minion at the end of the game. Now, if you choose Batman, you will have a couple fights. You'll fight Aquaman, Black Adam, Diana, Wonder Woman, and then Superman. Then it will show you the credits for the ending of what should be the end of the game, yeah. But if you're a maniac and decide to go for Superman, then, but before I actually get into that, here's something I want to tell you. You can't just instantly hop back into the choice. In order to do the other ending you did not do, you have to go back to every single fight scene, and whatever character you did not play as in that fight, you have to beat that fight as. But then once you get all of those, then you can make your choice again. Hold on, guys. And like I was saying, if you're a maniac and decide to choose Superman, some fights on your hands. First, Green Lantern. Then, the Flash. Then, yeah, I think you do fight Kara. Then, you gotta fight Batman. Now, before we get into something else, I'm gonna show you guys both of the endings. This is Batman.
Is he?
He'll be out for a while. I'm sorry, Kara.
For what?
I couldn't save him. Kara, it's safe now.
Even without my powers, the Phantom Zone can't hold me. I'll be back.
We'll be ready.
Cal, I wish
We were family, Kara.
we still are. I hope someday you'll see that.
Are you all right?
No. This symbol should give people hope. He made them fear it.
That symbol's meaning is up to the person who wears it. When Clark and I founded the Justice League, we didn't govern people. We protected them, plain and simple. Maybe the world could use a team like that again. Welcome to the Circle of Trust.
Now, before I show you guys the second ending, I just want to say, I just want to tell you, every person that Superman has killed in Gods Among Us, which is the first injustice. First, he had killed Lois, but it's not really what you think, because the Joker had manipulated Superman into thinking he was fighting Doomsday, and killing his wife, who was pregnant, killed the child. So that's the first kill. Second kill, the Joker. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest here. A lot of you might say yes to this question, but if someone manipulated you to kill your daughter and child, would you really kill them? Because before you guys say anything, think about it. If this is real, you're gonna go to hell, number one. Let's not forget the fact that why would you think that one of your enemies are just all of a sudden here, just randomly, in your home? Why would you think that? Next, couldn't you just put him in some sort of cell that he is not able to break out of? 'Cause, like, couldn't you just put him in, like, a red sun prison? Like, who's gonna break him out of there? 'Cause clearly in the story, we see that Harley doesn't like him anymore. So, like, what's the point of it? Then, you'll never believe who he finally killed next. Would you believe me if I told you? My man's killed Lex Luthor, the Kryptonite King. Snapped his neck right in front of Shazam. Now Shazam's death you guys might know about because it's literally everywhere on the internet for some reason. And Superman claims they need to start killing people for justice. And Shazam starts to say that that's not what Lois would have wanted and that it's wrong. But then Superman grabs him and he freezes his mouth before he can say Shazam, and then fries his eyes. But the thing is, the reason he died, as he's frying his eyes with his laser venom, your eyes are, let's just say, right in front of your brain. Oh no. But that's all the people Superman have killed. Oh wait, no, I forgot. If you're a maniac, and like I said, go through a Superman, he kills Brainiac. Right. How could I forget? Now, if you're a maniac, and like I said, if you're a maniac and decide to do Superman, here's your guys' for some reason favorite ending.
Letting Brainiac live to put the Earth at risk again.
Then what? I'm your next victim.
I could have killed you years ago. It would have been so easy.
So go ahead, Clark. Do it. Show me what a villain looks like.
Is that what you want to see?
No, you don't have to show him because you've been showing it to him.
He's still breathing.
Both games.
He dies a martyr. I want him kept alive.
We need to deal with Kara.
She's young. Give her time. She'll come around.
And if she doesn't?
She will. This time, everyone will.
That's a good joke. Yeah, because of what circumstances you're doing. Here's what happens if you're a maniac.
Bonded with Brainiac's ship.
Brainiac is dead. The remaining cities have been restored, and just like I told you, Earth is at peace.
Under your heel.
I wish you'd come around, Kara. I'm building a new army to protect the Earth. There are billions of warriors trapped in Brainiac's collection. Kryptonians, Daxamites, Zarnians.
Daxamites are cousins of
Rivals the
Kryptonians.
combined Lantern Corps.
And I want you to lead it with me.
Never, Cal.
You'll either make the right choice,
Or I'll make it for you.
Like he did to Batman.
What's it going to be?
So, if you're a maniac and you decide you want to kill everyone, go ahead and pick Superman. You know. Anyways, time to talk about the multiverse. Yes. Okay. Just let me see what this is first. This is... Oh, that's so stupid. Okay. Now to talk about the multiverse. Now usually if you do not have all of the DLC characters, which I highly doubt anybody does, you have a little bit of a risk of multiverse planets being useless. Because if we come over here, we can see these two planets are here for 65 hours. For Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles and Enchantress, which I do not have. Spooky, right? Other ones are just gold mother boxes. And then like this one, if after you defeated Black Manta, you get like also did enough points, you got a brown, silver, gold, and 2 platinum mother boxes. Now for like this one. If you like complete tasks, you can get green arrow gear. Then if you complete your objectives, you'll get more gear. Usually the objectives aren't always easy though. And then like this one. You see, if I complete this event, I get a random epic gear, diamond mother box, and 3 platinums. But the thing is, usually if it's just one boss, that means it's gonna be level 5 difficulty. Now, I'm actually not gonna lie. If you guys get Red Hood, I recommend you like practice with him quite a lot. Because, and then if you get to level 30, you can probably take down the planets that have one boss on it. Like earlier, I defeated a Flash for platinum mother boxes. Then I defeated the Black Manta one, which you guys might have not saw just a second ago. And I'm probably gonna do this one when I'm done with this video. Now, if we go over to Battle Simulator here, these are the things I was talking about where the rewards can change every time, and usually this is how I get regen tokens. Now, there's a trophy to get with this thing. Usually this is easier to do with the Novice Battle Simulator. If you complete the Novice Battle Simulator with every character, not including DLC, you'll get a trophy. So we can say we have a Novice Battle Simulator, Advanced Battle Simulator, Master Battle Simulator, Survivor, and an Endless. So basically, Endless is, do I need to say it? If you do 5 fights, you get bronze, 15 silver, 25 gold, 50 platinum, 100 diamond mother box. So, like I said, for part of your legendary multiverse, whatever character, you're gonna have to complete the Master Battle Simulator on very hard difficulty as your character. But here's something I also want to tell you about the Battle Simulator. Usually if you die in a normal Battle Simulator, you can retry, select a new fighter, and then go again, which you probably won't do. But Endless, if you die, you die. Simple as that. Now I'm gonna try to give you guys a little demonstration of what the single bosses are kind of
Red
like.
Hood.
Some bosses have temp shields, which it's a temporary shield that, like, it blocks you from being able to grab them. Heavy attack, you can do damage to them, but they'll have a temporary shield. And these bosses usually do a lot of damage. Well, I'm gonna try and give you guys a demonstration.
Joker, you son of a bitch.
Here to haunt your every dream.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Begin.
So you can see that clearly this AI is gonna be trained well. And they're also gonna spam you. And they're gonna use tons of combos on you. Like you can see, I can't even get near this man. Cause air just hit me for some reason. But you guys can see how much damage I just did. Now this is why I recommend the meter burns. Usually Gotham Stars and the Gotham Lunge is the best meter burn to do with Red Hood. Yeah, you see what I said when I said they were going to start spamming it? And he has quite the range, too. It's not that his moves do a lot of damage, it's how much they hit you is what's killing you.
This reminds me of a joke.
This reminds me that I hate you. What? I mean, you can block them, but it's not easy. Which is why you want combos, my boys. But you can see I'm doing hundreds of damage. But the thing is, he has so much health that it looks like it's not even doing anything compared to mine. I'm not letting you do a heavy attack, bro. And, oh yeah, they'll try to keep you in corners too, I forgot about that. Oh. God. You see how much they're blocking, and then how much they hit me. Usually aerial attacks can also be a good advantage. You don't want them to get close though, because if you let them close, that's where they really start to mess you up. Like, you're gonna want to try and spam attacks as much as possible. It's gonna be a close game here, folks. I'm probably not gonna win, but that's fine. Since I got this close, usually if you get like so close, you can tell that you're gonna end up winning if you soon.
Red Hood wins.
Now you guys can see that's how hard the multiverse bosses really are, because you guys saw I had shield and he almost killed me. He had no shield at all. And I even used meter burns, which do quite the damage. But like, yeah, usually you'll get a bunch of mother boxes that are really useful. But then you can only complete it once, so. So that means, usually, like, if there's objectives you have to do for certain mother boxes, and it's not it's not a complete the event thing, and you can only complete that event once, there's a slight chance you won't get that objective done and you'll miss out on your reward. Wondering if there's anything else. But basically, that's, in my opinion, it's kind of a brief rundown of the Injustice 2 system, basically. Before I end this video, I just want to say again, guys, if you can, just join my guild, it would mean very much. But, without further ado, I will see you guys next time. I might do a multiverse stream. But, oh yes, one more thing I want to tell you. People in online mode really like to spam. But without further ado, this is Bring It here. I'll see you guys